Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I love you new. So today we are going to show you how to make up after an argument.
So, firstly, we
need to argue.
Are you trying to interrupt me just to start an argument?
Maybe.
Trying to think of a nice topic to argue about.
There is no nice topic to argue about. What are you talking about?
You just want to start an argument about anything, aren't you?
No, why would there be something nice to argue about? That's stupid.
As in, like, something that we can relate to.
Well, they can relate to.
Yeah. See? Nice argument.
Okay.
No.
Politics.
No. I do not discuss politics on videos. I have my opinions are mine and mine alone.
Afrikaans, English, which is the superior language. No. Then come up with something.
If your brother is better at baking than you or not.
But why would you want to argue that he is against me?
I don't know. Because I would be lying. Therefore you can win.
No!
Lesson 1, guys. Always pick an argument you can lose. Makes you feel better. Fine.
Maybe it's been 2 minutes, we haven't even
started. The fact
started.
that you are going to land in 36 hours from when you leave South Africa, and it will be the 27th still at 2 p.m.
Huh?
When you fly back to
so
Australia.
What are we going to argue?
We always argue that there's this magical time difference that comes into effect that adds 8 hours somewhere.
But it's true.
No. That 8 hours is still the same time.
Yeah, but now instead of having this time in the day, you have more time in the day because it's an earlier time zone. So now I leave the 26th and I get to the 27th. But when I came here, I got here the same day, yet it was the next day back in Australia. So I gained hours, 8 hours, because it was 8 hours earlier.
But you don't.
Which means I have more time in the day.
But you can't gain hours.
Yes, you can. My mom even says you can gain hours.
You can't gain hours if it's still the exact. If time keeps ticking, it's not like it stops.
No, but you're gaining hours because you're in a new country, and now instead of it being 1 a.m., it's now 8 hours earlier.
Yes, you get more hours throughout the day.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. But you're gaining 8 hours in the day because you have an extra 8 hours to do what you like because it's not 1 a.m. There's still daylight. You're gaining daylight.
But it's still the same time later. You still got 36 hours older. It's not like you traveling back in time. Because if that was, then everyone would fly around the world constantly to get younger.
Okay, Oupa?
Give me a DeLorean. Give me a DeLorean and wild hair.
So, Oupa,
and I'll go back to Australia.
If you're traveling 36 hours, yet it's still the same day when you land, do you say that you're gaining hours? Because like when I had the flights from Australia to here, I gained hours because it was 1 a.m. there, but there was still daylight for me then here. So that means that I then gained hours because I gained daylight, so I had more time out of the day.
No, you didn't. You'd have to go faster than the speed of light to gain.
I'm not saying gain as in you never lost any hours because now it's 1 a.m. in Australia when I landed, but
yes, you still have
I'm saying that there's more daylight so I can do more things than if I stayed in there.
And there's sleep.
But remember, you left
Yes,
that
it's
day in the morning,
Yeah.
and you landed that day in the afternoon. So technically, your day then still continued on as normal.
Yeah, but I got more out of it because now if I was going from here to there, I would have lost hours because it would have been in the plane and I would have gotten there at 1 a.m. in the morning. Or even later because
But then-
then I lose 8 hours.
But then basically, you're saying that Australia is in the future and we're in the past.
It's true. Look at the roads. It's a first world
We're
country.
actually- No, we're because it's first world. We're actually in the future. When they're already past, and then we haven't even arrived. I mean, so your day is over, and we still got hours ahead of us.
Yeah.
Yes, because
So
we're
we
So
in the
you're in the
past.
past,
We are-
and we're
No,
in the
we're
future.
in the future because
we are
the time.
first class world. We're a first class 8-hour world. Yeah.
I know.
Okay, fine.
And
America
that's-
to
and that's-
Australia.
And just to get that in perspective,
That's 12 difference from Australia.
South America's way ahead of us and way ahead of Australia.
Yeah,
So they are first world plus plus. But I think that's not true. I think it's like we're going the wrong way around the planet now. So we should actually
Remember,
start off in Argentina and just take the short route across from.
If
you can't take Australia as your time zone. Your time zone is 0 on the longitude axis. Okay?
And we're so you've got okay. It was interesting.
except if
okay.
it's this time when I start,
So now you
and
tell
then
me
it's
about
this
Greenwich.
time when I land, yet it was 18 hours, then if it's not plusing 18 hours, it only plus 10 hours.
So you've got international standard time, okay, which is at 0 degrees on the longitudinal, which is through Greenwich in England. So that's 0, okay.
Which is what I was
Then-
referring to.
You have the land of the rising sun, which is the international date line. So now we have the international date line goes through Japan.
Japan and New Zealand, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I think New Zealand's about 1 hour difference.
Yeah.
So that's the international date line. So the first day of April, it's not a fool's day, the first day of April started in Japan. It arrived
So remember, time travel.
3 hours later.
Yes. But listen, if my flight was 18 hours, yet I was in the air for 18 hours, but it wasn't 18 hours later in the day for you guys.
It was 4
Yes,
p.m.
only because your time was behind me.
Don't think of it as a geographical position or a physical position. So here's an interesting one is that
Okay, this video isn't supposed to be about this. This is about how making up after an argument, so we're trying to argue about it.
I see. All right.
I was just trying to make you say that I'm right.
But he's saying that I'm right.
I know, and he's wrong. Both of you are wrong.
So,
I gained 8 hours in the day because it wasn't 1 a.m.
okay, Papa, you gained 8 hours.
No, don't get that with me.
You were right. You did gain 8 hours because of the fact that you were traveling back in time where your time originally was still continuing, and therefore you got an extra 8 more hours of the day still remaining.
So he's a smart man. He says, I'd rather be happy than right.
Exactly, and that's the best way to always end
Except if
an
you want a
argument,
happy
ladies and
life,
gentlemen.
you have to have a happy wife.
So therefore,
Actually,
what if
So you're saying
don't
that
have-
you
don't
ever
have to-
argue with
the
filler?
one, you don't have to have the one without the other. I mean,
both Paul,
you could do
remember-
without the wife.
If you have a wife, you'd rather have her be.
Once you have
happy
now got
because-
yourself into the position where your
Yes.
happiness depends on your wife, then. But if your happiness didn't depend on having a wife,
So you're saying that you don't argue with Bella and then just say that she's right.
We're going down
Because I
to a
know
very
that you
long
do
rabbit hole
that.
now.
This is convoluted. This is as convoluted as the flight across the Arctic and Antarctic.
The thing is though, is marriage and relationships are a two-way
But the
street.
wife's always right.
Okay.
Unfortunately, according to a chart of a video that I actually saw that showed
I've got something to learn now. Huh?
a very intimate.
Just sit up and listen. Yeah, you can learn.
So, but the thing is, women should
Always
also
right.
help out, because a guy also needs to be happy in order for their wife to be happy. Because if the husband isn't happy, then how can the husband make the wife happy if he's always miserable, down, and sad?
So what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Man came first.
Chicken.
We aren't going to argue about this now. But basically, you basically just cuddle and tell your girlfriend
So
how
I mean,
much
this thing
you love
basically
them.
is.
And how right
this
she is.
This is a very broader strategy to happiness than just marriage.
Yes.
So
Yeah, you can argue with other things, but you'll be miserable if your wife is miserable.
But
so
you'll
can
be
you
miserable if your wife
and
makes you miserable.
And you could be miserable if your customer's miserable.
Yeah. But I'm talking
So
about
we're
happy wife,
talking
happy
about
life.
we're talking about this relationship thing and how you approach
It's a
relationships.
relationship channel. If it was a business channel, then I'd talk about business and that. If your customer isn't happy, you can't be happy because they'll complain. But
So it's exactly
And have
Ray's
you
point.
never
I
seen
mean,
Rio?
if you want to, if
Rio's
why
obsessed.
don't you make your customer happy, so that your customer then will make you happy.
exactly.
So,
So
it's
if
the
you make
same
your husband
point.
happy, the husband will make
They
you.
can make you
It's like
happy.
that thing that I told you about buying flowers. A
No,
girl wants
the guy
flowers.
has to make the woman happy for the woman to make the man happy, and that's saying happy wife, happy life. Because if she's happy, then she'll make you
Yeah, but
happy.
some of these sayings are really just, where did they originate and who said
Rio.
that?
Rio, the movie.
Einstein
It's
said
about the
it.
blue
Yeah,
bird.
yeah. Einstein said everything that nobody knows where it originated from.
Apparently, according
Who said
to
happy wife,
some
happy
sugar, Nelson Mandela said a lot of things as well.
Happy
Yeah.
wife, happy life. Yeah.
I think that's
It-
what-
On the back-
it's a winny thing, you
On
know.
the back of sugar, it says that this quote, Nelson Mandela said it, but he didn't say half the stuff. Half of the stuff was said after he died.
It's a winny
The carcass
situation.
was talking.
Yeah, no, especially it makes him look smarter.
we're going back
It
into
makes the
politics.
person who quotes him look smarter. So, I mean, you know what Einstein said? Man, jeepers, you're a smart guy.
But then you ask them, do you know what Einstein did? And then it's a whole different story.
Well, what he did was he actually sorted out this whole issue about gaining time and losing. So we should have maybe started with saying Einstein.
We're still off the topic.
But
relativity,
yeah,
Einstein theory of relativity.
but basically, guys, keep your girlfriend happy. Buy her some
And your
flowers.
fiance and your wife.
Buy her some chocolates. And maybe you will get a
will
beer.
soon be
return.
broke.
That was the whole reason that
And
he
then your
gets
wife
a
won't
job.
be happy anymore. So
Then you
You
need
know,
to work harder.
yeah. So leave all the other stuff. Don't
You
buy.
get a job to buy stuff for your wife.
But then girls, treat your husband or boyfriend or fiance nicely as well, because he,
Otherwise, you
Puts
won't
it
go
in.
out to work.
yeah, he won't want to go to work to buy you a chocolate or that $10 shoes that you saw on Amazon.
or
$10
nag,
not that much. In fact, that's a very cheap shoe.
or nag him
That's
and
important.
nag him so that he wants to get out of the house and go to work to make money so that he can buy you flowers and
That's a good
chocolates.
idea.
But still
Just,
treat
yeah.
him.
And make him buy the $200 shoes.
But
That's
still
more
treat him in
reasonable.
return.
Start nagging him at 4 o'clock in the morning then so that he can get out and work extra hours. And
Just not on Sundays because that will also make your wife very unhappy.
But still treat him in return. Yes?
Yes.
So where's my treat for the past week?
Hey!
Actually, let alone the past year.
Hey! No. No. Oh.
I'll get you a Chucky.
Pulling my hair again, are we?
I'll get you a Chucky on the Chucky box.
But that's an Easter box.
Not all of it.
Also, did you remember to take it?
No.
Seriously?
Yeah. Of course I did.
Okay.
See, she's not happy.
Chocolate will fix the world's problems. Unless you have diabetes. Then it doesn't.
Well, it depends on the type. But
Happiness is not a goal.
yeah. Nothing can buy, nothing can get you extreme happiness.
I know, but chocolate still solves the world's problems.
But anyway.
Happiness is a consequence, as we've just been speaking about.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. And let us know down in the comments what you thought about our solutions to relationship problems.
And what you thought about the argument, he was right.
And if you do believe chocolate does solve the world problems. And don't forget to share with your friends and family.
Definitely like if you believe that.
Say shares in the big chocolate company.
Bar one. I don't have those in Australia.
I'm trying to do the outro. But yeah, share with your family and friends if you think they'll enjoy. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.